So when I went back months later and I brought them these portraits and I handed them the portraits, I now get them calling me all the time saying, when are you coming back to do something? Which is really huge, because for them to trust, you know, and they know that I'm not here to speak on behalf of them. I'm just here to support these stories that I believe are so important, and that we all must know a little about where we're standing, what land we're standing on, who our native tribes are that are around us, surrounding us in our cities or towns or wherever we are, because they need support and they need to be remembered. So the film, Women of the White Buffalo, is a documentary, and these were the images that I was trying to take at the same time of directing a film. There was only 4 of us trying to make this amazing film, and at the same time I'm trying to take, the whole thing was, I became very unwell when I got home because I was so tired, because I tried to hold it all together. I didn't want to be overimposing by having a team of 20 people, which would have made everything so much easier. Instead, it was like me holding the camera, holding the thing, and then or a 5-year-old would come running over and be like, "Let me help." I'm like, "You're amazing. Yeah, go on." I've got pictures of that too. And you know, Archer at the end, who's in this little film, reminded me of the energy that these little beings hold, which is their ancient ancestral understanding. And they would look, and I was just explaining to somebody about that portrait, when he would stand in front of me, all the kids, when I photographed them, they have this stoic thing about them that's so ingrained and old, and they would just look at me with this thing that was, to me, it was like they were transcending. It was ancient, it was ancestral, it was beautiful. And as soon as I put the camera down, they start giggling, be like, "Let me have a look, let me have a look." But in that moment of standing in front of the camera, they brought that, I'm going to say the word, like royalty, that significant remembrance that we have all forgotten, and we have to remember, because Mother Earth is going to just kick us out if we don't remember that we come from her. She is our gift. The native understanding of the indigenous peoples, they hold that language, and they showed me that and gifted me that in the film. So Women of the White Buffalo, which has been winning awards, and I'm so grateful that people are talking about it and getting to see it at the moment in festivals. It will be out hopefully this year. So keep following us on Facebook and Instagram, because we keep posting things about the film and posting things about wherever we're going to get to do some screenings. But the bigger piece is, thank you for being here. So that sounded like it was all over the place because I was just visually seeing everything all at once. But I want to thank Leica, because Leica 2 years ago asked me to do a show in Los Angeles. And as a female photographer, they don't have that many women showing. So I felt like I was lucky at that time. I was like, sure, I'd love to do a show. But the bigger piece was, I wanted to speak to something that was bigger than myself. And I gifted really myself a big shift in awareness by stepping into the unknown. Because as I said to someone the other day, had I known 2 years ago what I've just had to go through to create this, I never would have done it. It's been exhausting. It's been the most heart-fulfilling, life-changing awakening ever. And you know, I've had a lot of Native people come to me and ask me, what am I doing and who do I think I am? Well, I know that I'm Native, and I know, I'm beginning to know who I am, that my ancestors are a part of the original, the Arawak Indians, the Taino Indians. I was just speaking to this beautiful woman here about the Carib Indians. So my grandfather, my mom's dad, is from the island. So I grew up in Barbados. So I am indigenous, and that's something that I never spoke to or thought about or even considered until I started to do this. So it's brought me home. So thank you again for coming.
Thank you.
Whoever I was talking to.